right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3200 NFL Review Show.
My bad, I was on mute.
Review Show, man. This NFL Review Show. This will be the last one for 2022, man. Next NFL Review Show will be in the year 2023 in the future. So, man, look here, man. We got our host here today. We got Big Baby 2023. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. Welcome to the new year. We're gonna break it again, right? Next year.
All right. Then we got New Year, same me. Chris, what's happening with you today?
What's up, man? I guess I'm going and looking forward to the new year. Same person. I ain't changing nothing about myself.
Same OG.
Oh, that goes so well with what we were just talking about.
And then we got Big Brother Leo in the house. What's happening, Leo?
Not much, man. Just doing it how I do it, man.
All right. So NFL this weekend was nuts. A bunch of great games on Saturday. Then Sunday went crazy. And then Monday morning was Monday night. I didn't even watch the Monday night game, but the Monday night game was a blowout, looked like.
Yeah.
So I guess first topic, man, hard topic. Let's talk about the Denver Broncos Russell Wilson situation going on there. They lost against your boy Baker Mayfield over on Christmas there. 51 to what was the score? 51?
17 or something like that.
51-17.
14.
14. 51-14. Man, they had Baker Mayfield out there looking like Tom Brady, man. So, I mean, what's going on? And then the Coach Hackett, was fired. I say quit. He got fired, not even finishing a full season. So let's talk about problems in Denver. I don't know if y'all have seen it, man. It's like fights between the backup quarterback and the offensive line. The offensive line was fighting each other. Coaches was fighting. Like everybody was fighting on the sidelines of that game. Like
They just fired the special teams coach and I think the offensive line coach.
Oh wow. So what's going on in Denver? Who's at fault here?
Ownership.
I don't think you can blame Russ with everybody fighting that way. That when it comes to that, it was before Russ. You know what I mean? I think the thing with Russ is that I don't feel like I think they just took a quarterback and they didn't really look at his style of playing. You know what I mean? Like if I'm the defensive coach and I like short passes, getting up the field, steady, making using up the clock and stuff like that, it wouldn't make any sense for me to get a guy who does long passes quick because we ain't gonna match. And if he's doing the right thing as a quarterback and kind of listening to me and doing my plays or whatever, it ain't gonna work out. It's gonna look horrible, you know. And that's the way I feel with Russ this year, because we can't say that he's trash as a quarterback and stuff like that because he's already proven that what he is and his worth and everything. I just feel like the program didn't really match with him. But like you said, if I got an offensive lineman and offensive coaches and these in fights happening at this level and seen like this all the time, I don't feel like it was a Russ thing. I feel like the team, something that was probably going on that should have been addressed. They should have had a conference call.
Yeah, it's hard for me to blame everything on Russ. I was gonna say, well, the defense gave up 51 points, but Russ did throw 3 interceptions that game. Was it 3 or 4?
I think 4.
4 interceptions that game. So some of that is on Rush, some is on play calling. I gotta look back at the game. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But sometimes like your boy Dak said, sometimes with some of these interceptions come at because the route is supposed to be this and the player does something else or whatever. So it would have to be something that's really looked at as like, hey, are all those interceptions really because of him? They'll count an interception if the receiver touched the ball and tap it up, and then the defensive guy get the ball. That's an interception. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I would have to take the time to really want to look at the game and look at those interceptions, see like that. But still, man, I don't feel like they used him to as much kind of, and with all this infighting and stuff like that, who knows all the chaos that was going down on the sideline, even during the game. I'm looking at the whole season, man. It was the craziness that if it blew up to this, it had to be the whole season, you know what I mean, before Russ came. Yeah, it was one of the most disappointing seasons of anything. I think early on in the season and preseason and stuff, they had Denver going to Super Bowl dang near. I mean, people were thinking Denver was going to be the team to beat. Just with adding Russell Wilson, and my biggest thing that worries me about this team, like even the Houston with their record, what I mean, you see little things of Houston where it's like, okay, they look better than they've looked all season. You've seen some type of progress, and with some of these other teams, even Jacksonville and some of these other teams, you've seen progress where they won some games they maybe shouldn't have won. And with Denver, it's like I hadn't seen any progress. Look like they're still not on the same page. They still don't know what they're doing. Like by now, your quarterback should be more. This is week 17 we're going into. Your quarterback should be more familiar with your receivers, and they should have some kind of connection or some kind of something going on where we're on the same accord. And you don't see none of that. It's like this team is just completely like done.
You won't see it.
This the real one, baby. I'm telling you. Chi-Town stand up.
You won't see it till next year. You won't see it till they put a new head coach in there. I don't know if the head coach that they just fired was stirring up the pot, or if he really had a handle on the team or whatever. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
You won't see it. You won't see it till next year.
After this week, so
did you see some of the quotes that were coming after the game from some of the players? Man, I don't know.
I know Jerry Judy was like, he said something, but I saw one tweet. It was like, yeah, you went from Hall of Famer to go sit your ass on the bench.
Oh, hey, I think I seen one of the receivers, man. I don't remember which one. They was talking about like Russ wants us to have faith and said this is just a test from God. But he's like, this ain't God or the devil. It ain't the devil that's throwing 3 interceptions. It's you, Russ.
Stuff like that, man. Stuff like that. You gotta as a head coach and stuff like that, you gotta handle your people when it comes to social media and stuff like that, because that's still not helping the team.
Yeah, it makes things worse.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's a mixture of it's a mixture of everything, though, man. From management to coaching to players.
Yeah.
So it's just a combination of everything. Because I mean, like you said, the system didn't fit Russell. It didn't fit him. So I don't know. I know you just glad he got one more game after this week and ready to get this season over with.
Well, look, Russell is still concussed from the game before. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
when he ran that ball, and them eyes was
Yeah.
I heard it back off Keys of Comedy. Yeah, I was like, he need to sit out for the rest of the year because he got just crushed. So
I don't know, man. Maybe we need to change helmets next year or something because
it's two of the same way.
Yeah,
Two
Tua
get
gonna
every other week.
handicap for us over with.
Yeah. And speaking of Tua, then we get into injuries. That Tua's going to be out this week, and they'll be starting. What's that kid's name? Bridgewater. Bridgewater will be starting again. Does Tua come back the rest of the season? This is the second concussion of the year. Does he come back after this? Do you play Tua, or do you save it for the playoffs?
Save a playoff. If you
I
get
would save
another
for
one,
the playoff.
that's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
You get a third one, you gotta retire. But knowing them fools, they'll play him.
Yeah.
He's going to sit down this week. They already put him on the injury list this week, and I already said that Bridgewater will be starting. So Teddy getting some more reps this year, man.
So has Miami locked up a playoff berth yet, or they still like on the bubble?
I have to look. I think
that's a good question because AFC is pretty.
If they go into the playoffs regardless, just go ahead and rest the man. You only got this week and next week. Just a few spots.
Yeah, they 7th seed.
So that 8th seed is really tight because you got the Chargers and who else? Chargers like 3 or 4 other teams trying to fight for that last spot.
Yeah, New England's right behind them. So they need this game, actually.
Yeah. Also on the list of injured for this week, man, we're looking at Pollard. Tony Pollard is doubtful for Sunday, and also Derrick Henry. So that brings up the Cowboys. And just want to say how amazing that game was on Sunday. See, nobody believed. Nobody believed. They thought them birds were going to fly, and they were saying Philadelphia is the best. Well, what happens when you beat the best then? Who's the best then? What happens when you beat the best? When you beat the Vikings at their best, and you beat Philadelphia best? Who is the best when the best is whooped?
That makes 0 sense. Because Michael Jordan got beat by plenty of chumps.
Paging
But
me,
who is the GOAT?
me, are you still involved?
Who is the GOAT? You know, you can't say one game. One game is nothing.
But they said it to us when we were starting our backup quarterback. So a little retribution, a little payback to the Eagles. Die, Eagles, die. And I talked to every Eagles fan because I was out there. I was die, Eagles, die every time they passed by.
You know what they can say to you, though? Who's first and who's fifth?
True that.
2 more games left. 2 more games left, and that could change. 2 more games. We went out, they lose out, then we first.
I don't know. I
So
don't
who
think
they got left their last 2 games?
they got New Orleans this week.
Come on.
I forgot who they play next week.
So, you know, even though I picked my Saints, I still don't think the Saints going to beat them. You know,
And that
I
right
just
there,
picked them because they're my boys.
you in last place.
Mm-hmm.
But they got the Saints and the Giants. So it's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up, man. It's a toss-up. It could happen, man, I believe. Either way, once we get into the playoffs, man, we're going to beat them.
Hold on. Y'all beat them, what, 30-24?
Nah, it's like 40 to 30.
It's 40
to 34?
Yeah, 40-34.
Didn't they have their backup quarterback?
Yeah, they beat us with our backup quarterback.
Okay.
Minshew.
But look, this is
I-
what you fail to realize.
No, you already made
Lane Johnson is out for the year. Your left tackle is out for the year. That's when we start rushing. That's when we start getting in. So actually, we played better.
Good point, man. They beat y'all when y'all were handicapped, and y'all beat them when they was handicapped.
The crazy thing, our defense played better with the starter in. They played better with Hurts in. So I want Hurts to come on back. Come on back, Hurts.
Y'all even Steven right now, man.
Yeah. I want to say I think Minshew played better than what Jalen Hurts could have gave him. Tell you the truth. Other than he had the 2 turnovers, but Minshew played his butt off. And I don't. Minshew won't be playing for the Eagles next year. He might be in Houston.
Yeah.
But Minshew played his butt off. Minshew had a good game, so I can't even say that if Jalen Hurts was there, it would have been different. I don't. It might have been the worst blowout.
Shoot, if
Jalen
Houston play their cards right, the Broncos might be in Houston. Except for Russell.
Let me tell you what else I was surprised. This is what I loved about that game too, man. Because Dak might not be playing his best this year, but he's showing me some different things about him. He played remarkable on Sunday. I ain't gonna lie, when he threw that interception that first interception at the beginning of the game, I was already cussing and mad. I was like, oh, here with this Dak playing today. But afterward, I think he went 10 for 10 afterwards and scored. I think he got 24 of 24 in the zone. Whenever the defense called the zone, he went 24 for 24. He did something people always doubted him on doing. He went on a 3rd and 30. He threw a 50-yarder across the field, and everybody's always like, that can't throw more than 10 to 15 yards. He threw a 50-yarder on 3rd and 30. On 3rd and 30. I wouldn't even ran the play. When the ball was in the air, I was like, oh my God. So I think this year, with the comebacks, the 4th quarter wins, this big win right here, if Dak is at the peak of his game and he's having a good game, I think, and that's what we need in the playoffs. If Dak played like he did Sunday, the whole playoffs, we going to the Super Bowl.
Dallas Cowboys win the game. Dallas Cowboys get the ring.
But look, making a Super Bowl is one thing, and you got to get there and win it.
Hey, you know what though? I was watching ESPN, and the sad thing to say, I still don't put it past Tom Brady. And the guy made a perfect, good example because he went down every quarterback that's gonna be in the NFC, and I think out of all of them, maybe it was 2 or 3 wins. And you know what Thomas Everett has done? 7 of them things. So gotta watch out for Tom Brady, and gotta watch out for Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, because now they starting to wake up a little.
So we're still doing the challenge, man. As you can see on the bottom of the screen right now, man, all our picks rolling across the bottom. And then if you take a look at the screen right now, we'll pop up the results of where we're sitting at right now on the challenge and who's in the lead on that. So keep on following us on that. Winner will be taking home a trophy, and the loser will be getting a punishment of my life. So, so loser will be getting. So follow us on that. One more thing, man. This weekend, college football. I know it's not the NFL, but it's college football playoff win. There we've got Michigan going against TCU and Ohio State going against Georgia. Who makes the national championship for college football? Which 2 teams going to be there?
The 2 I probably don't want to see, which is probably going to be Michigan and Ohio State.
Ooh, Big Ten. Okay. Chris, who you got, man? Who you think going to be there?
I got Georgia for sure. Because they I'm gonna say Georgia, Ohio State, but I'm gonna take Georgia as a winner.
Okay. Georgia and Ohio State playing Saturday, though, huh?
My fault. I thought it was the other way around. My bad. In that case, Georgia and Michigan, but Georgia gonna come out on top.
Georgia and Michigan. Jonathan, who you got, big baby?
All right. Well, we got Georgia because I don't trust Ohio State. And then TCU is going to upset Michigan. Big 12 always surprises Big 10. Yep. TCU, baby. Orange Frogs. There we go.
Orange Frogs. Look, I'm agreeing with Jonathan there. Maybe because I'm a Big 12 fan and I really want Big 12 to win, but I also know if TC lose, then Coach Saban and everybody else is going to say that they should never been in there. And I don't even want to have that conversation. I want TCU to prove that they need to be there.
And the quarterback name is Max Duggan. Okay, Max Duggan. It just sounds like a wrestler name. Hacksaw Max Duggan.
Max Duggan's in there. We also got LaDainian Thomason's nephew will be playing in that game too at cornerback too. So I think TCU got what it takes to beat Michigan. Michigan has been. I heard Coach Harbaugh this morning talk about last year bowl game. They enjoyed all the bowl festivities and they did all the bowl stuff. He said this year they're not doing it. They're all focused and practicing and getting everybody to tape and everything like that. Make sure they're prepared. But I think at one point there's a way of over preparing it. I think you need to get your kids and let them take a little bit of break. Being over prepared, then people get tense and stressed out. I think TCU take advantage of that. We're gonna see what Max Duggan can do, man. He's a beast. He's a true beast. And then of course I got Georgia. Ohio State has been up and down, man, all season long. They've been kind of just beating teams, and they just been kind of, I don't know. I've never trusted Ohio State. Ohio State is like Oklahoma, Big Ten. When it comes to the big games, they fold, just like Oklahoma do. Every big game they get into, they fold. So I got Georgia. Georgia's stout. Georgia's a beast, man. But we'll see. We'll see this weekend who goes all the way. And that's our NFL review show. Hey, hit up our like, share, and subscribe button right now. Hit up in the comments, man. Let us know what you think, who you think is going to make the college playoffs, and what you think about our picks there. And we'll see you next time right here on the 3200 podcast. Peace.
You gon' laugh, have a good time till your side hurting. 3200, but you already know this. You know it. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Let's go. Intellectual, entertaining for sure.